You know how sometimes you just hit a wall with Portuguese grammar? It happens. But what if I told you a single line from a song? Yeah, a song is the secret key to unlocking one of the toughest tenses out there. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to dive in and master the future subjunctive together.
Okay, here it is. This is the magic line. Se você quiser alguém para ser só seu. It means if you want someone to be only yours. So simple, right? And so beautiful. This lyric, this is going to be our roadmap for today. It's a perfect real-life example of the future subjunctive just hanging out in a pop song. But right away, this throws up a red flag for a lot of learners, right? You're probably thinking, wait a second, why isn't it se você querer? Why does the verb querer, to want, all of a sudden twist into quiser? Look, this is a huge sticking point for so many people, and I promise you, today, we're going to solve this mystery for good. So let's kick off our little investigation. We're starting right here, with this puzzle hiding inside a song. Let's pull this line apart and see what makes it tick.
Okay, so before we can crack the code in the song, we gotta understand the why behind it all. What is this tense even for? And that brings us right to our next part, the future of possibility. We're gonna get to the bottom of what this thing is and, why it even exists.
All right, here's the absolute key takeaway. The future subjunctive is not about things that are definitely going to happen. Think of it more as the what-if tense. It's for all those hypotheticals, those possibilities, those conditions. It's the language you use for if this happens or when that happens, all about stuff that might happen down the road. And check this out. This breaks it down so clearly. Here's how it works. You start with a trigger word, usually se for if or cuando for when. That kicks off the condition, the what-if part, which uses our future subjunctive. So, se você quiser, if you want. And what does that do? It sets up a consequence. In the song, the consequence is estaré aquí, which is I'll be here. See? It's a classic if-then statement for a possible future. Okay, deep breaths, everyone. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Seriously, we are about to pull back the curtain on a super simple trick. A hack, really, that's going to let you conjugate even the absolute craziest irregular verbs in this tense. And you're going to do it with total confidence. I'm not kidding. No more guessing, no more just hoping for the best. There is a simple, repeatable formula that just works every single time. And the best part? Once you see this trick, you can't unsee it. This whole tricky grammar point is about to get a whole lot easier. And here it is, the trick in all its glory. Let's walk through it together, step by step. Step 1, you grab the verb you need, in this case, querer. Step 2, you need to find the they form of that verb in the simple past tense. For querer, that's eles quiseram. Now, for the magic part, step 3, you literally just chop off the at the end. Poof. What's left? Quiser. And that, my friends, is your root. That's the foundation for the entire future subjunctive conjugation. How cool is that? All right, knowing the theory is one thing, but let's put our new superpower into practice, shall we? Let's take this trick for a spin and start swapping in some other common irregular verbs right into that song lyric we've been using. First up, let's try ter, which means to have. So what's the they form in the past? It's illis tiverum. Okay, apply the trick. Chop off the am, and what do you get? Tiver. Boom, there's your root. See? The formula just works, plain and simple. And just like that, we can slot it right into our song. Se você tiver alguém, which means if you have someone, it just fits. It flows perfectly and it sounds totally natural because, well, it's grammatically spot on. Okay, let's do one more just to really hammer this home. How about the verb fazer, meaning to do or to make? You know the drill by now. The past tense, they form, is eles fizeram. We use our little trick, get rid of that am, and we're left with the root fizer. And once again, we can pop it right back into that lyric. We might tweak the sentence a bit for it to make sense, like se você fizer de alguém o seu amor, which means if you make someone your love. It just goes to show you how flexible and powerful this little trick really is. Okay, so we've been leveling up our skills, and now it is time to face the final goss of the future subjunctive. I'm talking about the two verbs that cause headaches for pretty much every single person learning Portuguese. You know what I'm talking about, ver, to see, and vir, to come. They look so similar, they sound kind of similar, and when you get to the future subjunctive, oh man, it can be a real nightmare. But hey, don't worry, we are about to untangle this mess for good.
Okay, pay close attention because this is the whole solution right here. The verb ver, to see, becomes vir in the future subjunctive. But the verb vir, to come, becomes vier. I know, but they are totally different, and once you get this distinction down, it is an absolute game changer. And look how this lays it all out. Using our song as an example, se você ver alguém, that means if you see someone. But if you wanted to say, if you come here, you have to say, se você vier aqui. See the difference? Two totally different verbs, two totally different meanings, and two totally different forms. All right, let's bring it all home and get you ready to actually use this stuff out in the wild. We've totally cracked the code, and now it's your turn to take the wheel. And here you go, a perfect little summary of everything we just went over. We've got our key troublemaker verbs, their subjunctive roots we found with our trick, and a quick example. Honestly, this is a great moment to hit pause and grab a screenshot. Think of it as your personal cheat sheet for mastering the future subjunctive. So, to finish things off, I've got a little challenge for you. Using that awesome preterite trick we learned, how would you say this? When I bring the wine, we'll celebrate. The part you need is when I bring, and the verb is traer. Think about the steps, find that root, you know what to do. Drop your answer down in the comments. For real, with this trick in your back pocket, you are totally equipped to handle even the toughest verbs. Just keep practicing. You've got this.